Well, let's just talk about the game first. Obviously, you guys jump out to 11-0 run. They didn't look back after that.
Well, I thought we had great energy early. I thought our press kind of bothered them the first 10 or 12 minutes. We were able, like you said, to turn them over and get some opportunities to play in the open floor. Our team's pretty good in the open floor, and it's a tribute again to just our guys. I don't have the most talented team in the world, but they're character guys. And the one thing I'll say is every day I go to practice, I like coaching my team. You don't have guys resisting you. You don't have guys fighting you. And, again, we're going to take our bumps as the year goes along, but I thought tonight we played pretty well.
You come out with some full court pressure defense. That's something you guys do every game, or is that kind of designed for Morehead State?
Very similar to, my last few years at Morehead. We're going to press on dead balls, and, our press isn't necessarily a super aggressive press where you're going to run yourself out of plays and give up layups. It's more of a containment press. But I thought early when we turned them over, it got a little more aggressive by nature just because we were forcing some turnovers. But yeah, we pressed dead balls and made baskets about every game.
It seemed like your team had a little extra oomph for you, a little excitement because you're coming back home. Was that the vibe there?
Well, yeah.
A little loud,
Yeah, they were excited. I think our team just gets excited to play. We went to Arizona. We're up 8 at the half on the third-ranked team in America. We go to Wichita State, they're the top 20 team. We're up 11 at the half. So we start the games the right way, and as our front line's pretty thin, so we wore down in a couple of those games. But for the most part, we competed and came out ready to play about every game.
Were you at all, I guess, cautious about, playing your alma mater and then, coming out and beating them like you all did tonight?
Well, I didn't want to play the game. It was part of my contract, but I was split down the middle to come back and see so many friends like yourself and people that have been so supportive to me in my 6 years. It's the best 6 years of my life, bar none. And so that part of it is great. And it was great to give some hugs and kisses and see friends and the whole deal. But the tough part is competing against kids you've recruited, you have relationships with, etc. And obviously, if you get beat, you're miserable for about a week too. So it's all part of it. But overall, it was great to see so many people that have helped me throughout my career, not just as a coach, when I was a player here as well.
What do you think about the reception you had throughout all this, the pregame and postgame hoopla?
I just think it's typical Morehead. Just fantastic people. It's the one thing I've said from the day I came back. The people are what made me want the job because I learned that when I played here. The people kept me from leaving a few times before, and they're just fantastic people. They've been so supportive. They've taken my daughters in as their own children over the years. They're all so proud of Taylor and Gracie, and it was just neat. And memories like tonight in regard to how I was received will never be forgotten.
How did it feel coming out of that visitor's locker room tonight?
It was odd. It was odd. The biggest thing is you're so focused, Anthony, on your team and what you're going to run and how you think you're going to play. You try not to think about it a whole lot, but walking up the other tunnel and walking into the locker room before the game was odd. And, it's one of those weird experiences that you really aren't comfortable with. Don't know that I can ever be comfortable with that. But, again, it was about preparing our team to play, and I thought our guys played the right way.
I'm going to take you off track of the game and coming back. Ken Freed's just blowing it up in the NBA right now. Does that really surprise you? And how much can you use that in recruiting wherever you go?
Well, I think it's a great recruiting tool for Morehead. It's a great recruiting tool for myself to say I recruited and coached a young man like him. And I'm really not surprised. I told people when they were calling about him, general managers, etc., when he was going through his senior year, if they don't take him in the lottery, they're crazy. He fell to 22 and has proved a lot of people wrong, and the biggest thing, and I don't talk to Kenneth a lot, but in my text conversations and occasionally when I do talk with him, he's still an unbelievable person. He's kind, he's giving, he's not arrogant in any way, shape, or form, and those are the type of things as a coach. I knew he was a great talent as he developed and improved, but how he handles himself as a professional is just awesome.
Thanks, Coach.